Okay, this is Debbie Davis. It is October 16th, 2024. Okay, so as you can see, I did a bunch of videos today. I am just, I'm completely fed up. This has gone on for me since 2012. I got illegally pushed out. Okay, so I'm gonna start showing a lot of things that have happened to me, and I've had enough of these people. They all just need to be arrested for treason and crimes against humanity. This has gone on for me as a legitimate whistleblower for over 10 years. The latest thing, I'm just going to keep exposing, and show evidence of what our government really is, which are criminals. Okay. We're dealing with criminals, all the way, FBI all the way down to the police, these government offices, these courts. It's completely infiltrated. Okay. And, I'm sure a lot of people, this hasn't happened to you, but I somehow got on a list, this list where I have been harassed on every single level. Okay. You can look at anything in my life prior to this. I was never even pulled over by the police. I mean, like, I wasn't, I didn't have any problems with the police or anything prior to that, really. I mean, well, that's not true because I kind of, because of my bloodline, I had various different things my whole life. But, when I became a whistleblower is when this all really ramped up. I mean, and it's just like they have no qualms as to what they're doing to me, even though I'm a veteran and everything. Like, so, so it's okay, you don't have any qualms about what you're doing to me, so I don't have any qualms about exposing you. I'm just going to continue exposing you. Of what you really are doing, the crimes you're committing. I'm not the criminal, you are. I can prove it like 100 times over. It's not a problem. Like, I don't know what you think you're doing. All you are is like bullies, that never learned to play well with the other children. You should have learned that when you were like 5. Okay, so, sorry that you never learned how to play well with others. But, that's something you should have learned a long time ago. You're nothing but bullies that never grew up. So, it's time to grow up, children. Okay. Anyway, so I got a printout of. I don't know if you remember, but I had this dumb. I got pulled over on the way to work and they tried to say I was on my cell phone. Oh, on like 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, and then I requested the footage with the attorney. The prosecuting office, well, never gave it to me. They completely denied my footage. Then they didn't let me know about a court date until Sunday. And then I had a court date apparently Monday when I was at work, so I couldn't make the court date. So they just went ahead and just had the court date without me, and they knew that I had no way of going. And they tried to illegally say that they didn't have my current address. Oh, really? Back in 2023 you had my address? Because you sent me something in 2023, so clearly you had my address. These guys, these are the games they play. You have to, the courts, every single thing is corrupted in our country. It is so bad. So I filed, so they went ahead and convicted me of this wireless communications device charge. And apparently I owe $168. Oh, really? Really, $168. Okay, even though I filed, and you can't trust anything with these courts, so of course I videotaped it. I had filed this in the mail,
So
2 months ago.
Mail this out. I'm just doing a video for my friend.
Okay, this is the video I did.
I have to mail this out.
2 months ago, I filed a formal letter for requesting for dismissal.
Office,
okay, a motion for dismissal.
And then now I gotta
okay.
get to the court.
I sent it to Ridgedale Court Administration.
And I have a tracking number here.
and I sent it by tracking number with a tracking number, and I sent it to the Ridgedale court in Minnetonka, Minnesota, which is the appropriate court that I got charged with, and they never even acknowledged. It's not even in the system. You can go on this public access website, and they never even acknowledged that I sent that in, even though I had a tracking number and everything. See, I won't go anywhere near courts. Like I don't want to be anywhere near them. The police are always there, and so I sent it in the mail because I won't. They have this one security set up, so you can't even go like talk to the court administration without going through security, and I won't go anywhere near them. I won't go anywhere near the security. They'll try to lock me in there because I'm exposing the police all the time, and so I didn't feel safe, bringing it directly to the court administration because that guy was giving me a bad look at the Ridgedale court, the Hennepin County. I mean, they hate me. It's okay, I get it, because I'm exposing you. Well, you need to be exposed. You never grew up, from being a bully, when you were 5. So, I guess, maybe it's time to grow up, or maybe it's too late for you. I don't know. But, I'm not playing the games anymore. But yeah, so I wouldn't, so I would have dropped it off directly. But what, I mean, is there anything more? What else should I have done? I sent it in the mail with a tracking number. Okay. You can look on it's on my videos. It's called send off this court document to Hennepin County Court. It was I filed a motion to withdraw. Okay, and then I was waiting to hear back from them, and I just got this printed out, and I had somebody help me print this up, and they said that motion that I sent in was never documented or filed with the court. So that's another violation of Hennepin County. Okay, and they drive by here, and they run their sirens illegally. And in many cities here, it's a noise ordinance violation to put your sirens on for no reason. They'll do it for no reason. It's pure harassment. We are dealing with complete psychopaths that have taken over our government. Okay, complete psychopaths. It's so beyond anything normal that I don't even care, what anybody thinks of me. I have so much evidence against these people that you can't say anything about me. Like, I mean, I got so much stuff on you, and you got nothing on me. Like, nothing. Like, I mean, you're just a joke, so. Anyway, so I want to, okay, so I want to show this tonight that I have never showed, just proving who I am. Oh yeah, first of all, I want to show, okay, here's the like the 10 different times I got convicted. Oh, but I think I got it, but this isn't just, this is when I get back from Arizona in 2013-14, and I was getting pulled over like every week. Okay, and then it was, of course, it's my word against the police in court. Okay, so I'm just gonna read these off. Boy, that was a real fun time. First, I just, all I did was try to report a legitimate crime, and I get on this targeted list. Oh, but who's the crazy person? Okay, so, yeah, I mean, everything is documented here that I, requested a continuance on that day that they sent me, I requested a continuance for that one stupid court date they said I missed because they sent me a text on a Sunday or on a Saturday or something, and they said that, oh, a court date's on Monday. Oh, well, I have to work. I was working that day. But I have to just, take off and leave people there to do my job, and that doesn't matter to you, because it's all about you, right? It doesn't matter, it's all about you. Okay. I'm sick of these selfish, dumb people. So anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, this. So what did I get charged with? Oh, traffic violation in 4/20/20. Oh my God, they convicted me of a petty misdemeanor, even though I showed evidence. Even though I showed evidence and proof that I got this fixed and fixed it right away. I thought this was dismissed. Okay, so they convicted me, even though I showed evidence, and got this brake light thing fixed immediately. They still convicted me, and even though I sent this letter for requesting a motion, I'm doing everything what I'm supposed to do, and the courts are not doing anything they're supposed to do. I immediately fixed this brake issue, and I sent in evidence that it was fixed, and they still didn't dismiss it. Okay, this should have never even been a ticket. This should have just been a warning. They convicted me. They convicted me on 4/30/2024 of that brake violation. This is what criminals we're dealing with. This is what the Hennepin County criminals that we're dealing with, and the Democrats here. Okay. Oh, really? Did I have eyes in the back of my mind? I was supposed to be psychic apparently and know that my brake lights were out. Well, and also on top of that, it was the Masons that actually caused the brake light to go out to begin with, because they have a sensor that is illegally on my car that I'm still trying to get off my car. That I'm still trying to figure out how to get off my car. So, we can just keep going of your violations against me, and believe me, it's not going to go well for you, because you got nothing on me. Yeah, I sent that. I have evidence that was fixed, and I sent it in, and so that should have been dismissed, and they never even sent me anything from the court saying it wasn't dismissed or you got convicted. Anyways, never got a court date, anything. Okay. Oh, really? So that's how it goes. That's how they roll here in Hennepin County. All the courts are like this that I've run into. I mean, it's all over the country. We don't have a court system. I just need you to know how bad it is right here, and how, just because some of this hasn't happened to you doesn't mean it's not going to. Okay. So then. Oh no, it was like 10 different times, prior to that. Oh, so I got a fine that I was supposed to pay. I was never notified of that I was even convicted. I was never notified that I was even convicted of this. Oh, really? I was? Oh, were the sheriffs? So that's why the sheriffs drive by? Oh, is that why? Because you know something that I was never informed of. Oh, really? Well, did you know that I sent that in, and that I got that brake light fixed right away, and that I sent that in? Or, is there a miscommunication here? No, are you all in on it? Because I think you're all in on it. Your total negligence. Oh boy, I got convicted? Apparently they said I was on the phone driving to work at 5:30 in the morning. Oh, really? Was I? Never sent me the footage. I never even got to have a court date. You just had a court date without me. Boy, aren't you just you're so unbelievably professional. Isn't it just unbelievable how professional they are? I can't believe it. Wow. It's amazing, really. So just, wow. Is that how you roll? Wow. I just can't believe, that these people have any kind of job, Okay, I was convicted in 6/5/2023 for criminal traffic. Let's see, wireless. Oh yeah, once again, it was a wireless communication thing, and he tried to say I was on the phone. I wasn't, but it's my word against the police in court. This is how it went for me all the time. Vehicle signals, and a vehicle signal things on 6/2/23. Petty misdemeanor. Oh, really? Was I? Stoplights required on rear vehicle. Oh, well, once again, see? It's the Masons. They put something on my car, and they cause the lights to go out, and then they pull me over. See, they communicate. The Mason mechanics communicate with the police, and they actually cause this to happen, and then they'll turn it into the police that are on the targeted program, and they'll have me pulled over. See, it's the same games all the time. Brake lights, stop lights, not working in the back of my vehicle. It's always the rear. It's the rear, like you're supposed to have eyes in the back of your head, you know? Always the rear. See how dirty they are? They're as dirty as it gets. Okay. I mean, then in 2018, they said I was speeding. Oh, was I? Really? That's my word against yours as well. I wasn't, but it was my word against the police, and the police are in cahoots with the judges. So, okay, that's what that happened there. And oh boy, another speeding. 6/28/2018. Oh really? Was I speeding? Well, why are you always stalking me? That's why am I on this list to begin with? Because you're always around me, like all the time, like, and it still hasn't ended. Okay. That's the real question is, why are you following me and stalking me? Because this is a human rights violation, which I just filed today, a human rights violation complaint, okay, against the police and all of their harassment that still has never ended. Okay. 2/6/2017, I was convicted of speeding again. Oh really? Boy, I guess I'm just some kind of major criminal. I mean, we're talking like 4 miles over or something. It's just like, oh boy, anything they can get me on, man. They got to get me. You are the criminals because you're harassing the hell out of me. Okay, it's called police harassment. It's a human rights violation. It's a civil rights violation, and it's illegal. I mean, the judges, the police, everything about it is illegal. It's illegally coming down from the CIA, which is not supposed to be operating on U.S. soil. So it started at the very top. It was illegal, and it should have never even made it anywhere. If the FBI was any good, they would have been like, we can't. This is an innocent person. Where do you have the jurisdiction or the right to have us, put them on some kind of illegal list that we don't have a way to even prove our innocence? Oh no. But the FBI just goes with whatever the CIA does in the fusion centers, and then they just bring it down to the police, and then this is what happens to me and all the targeted people. Boy, isn't it fun. 4/18/2016, traffic regulation, pass parking emergency vehicle. Oh, they tried to say that I got too close to somebody who was pulled over on the side, like a police officer that was pulled. Oh boy, excuse me. Oh boy, did I get, well, and oh yeah, actually this is the one, I remember this one. This was in 2016, and they brought the footage up. They brought the footage up right in court. A lot of people were in there, and you could see that there was you could see that he had somebody pulled over, and then I was right next to there, and then you could see that there was no way at all that I could have, there was somebody to the left of me, so there was no way at all that I could have pulled into the next lane, but I still got convicted. I remember this one, and the whole court was just like gasping. They're like, what is this judge doing? Her name was Karen Anish or something. It's a female judge. Nobody could believe it. They're like, what is going on here? I'm telling you, this is crazy what I've been through. I mean, this targeted list is this is treason and crimes against humanity, and I'm proving it every day, and I will continue to prove it every day. How these people have violated every right against me that can possibly be violated. Okay, then there's another vehicle signals 4/18. Okay. Oh, disorderly conduct. Oh, really? When did that happen? Apparently 9/17/2015 I got convicted of disorderly conduct. Oh, really? I don't even remember that one. That's new to me. Okay, 4/16/2015. Apparently, I got. Apparently, I got pulled over for no insurance, but then I proved that it was that it was um, that it was that I had insurance, and so it was apparently dismissed, or was it? I don't know. Why is it even on here? Um, that was dismissed. Okay. Oh, failure, and then 7/20/2015, failure to put my signal on, my turn signal. Once again, why are you behind me all the time to begin with? I don't know. I don't even. And then I asked for the. I remember this one too. I remember I asked for the evidence in court, and they did not have any evidence in court to show. But the judge and the police are completely in cahoots, so I got convicted anyway. Okay, so I remember these. I remember every single one of them, and this has gone on in every state that I've lived. This is this type of harassment. Okay, then 3/3/2015. Okay, what did I get there? Um, uh, Failure to produce insurance. I don't. Whether or not I was the owner of the vehicle. Of course, I'm the owner. Okay, that one was closed. I mean, um, okay. Criminal. Okay. All right, so that's it. But there's more in each state. There's more in every single state I've lived. They just put me on the targeted list wherever I'm at. Okay, and this started ever since I filed this lawsuit. So you can see here. This started for me when I became a whistleblower, and I filed this lawsuit in the courts in Phoenix, Arizona. It was filed April 14th, 2017. Okay, but I was targeted when I reported the crime in 2012. And then these colonels and stuff went to jail and stuff like that. But then I finally filed my lawsuit here, and I still have never been allowed to have a court date. I've never, and it's sealed. Why does it say sealed? So the public can't see it. Okay, so I'm gonna just read here and show evidence that I am the whistleblower that I say I am. Okay, so Federal False Claims Act. Yeah, this is a lawsuit under the Federal False Claims Act, Federal Tort Claims Act, because I helped uncover a $2.7 million embezzlement scandal. And I'm supposed to, by law, be due a certain percentage of the money that was recovered. That it's called KETOM law, Federal Tort Claims Court. Okay, and this is what it took me a while to figure out how to do this and stuff. So then I have my evidence here. I'm supposed to get a 25% reward of whatever I helped uncover. This is apparently according to the False Claims Act. Okay. So here are the paperwork. I've never been allowed to have a court date, still to this day. Okay. Here is the letter to David Schweikart in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona, that I filed. Oh, I will forward this to the Arizona Guard Bureau. I never heard from the Arizona Guard Bureau. Okay. Feel free to take pictures of that. Then here is the Department of the Army writing me back, October 11th, 2011. Inspector General um, required that my case requires further investigation. Therefore, we will have to forward your case to the National Guard Bureau IG. Okay, that never happened. You know, that's what they said. It was supposed to happen, but that never happened. Okay, there's that one. You know, I have so much documentation against these people you can't even imagine. Okay. Then this is yeah, I was pregnant at the time that I was working for these people, and I had a horrible miscarriage. The level of anxiety and different things that I had to go through at the time, and so this was, you know, some kind of a paperwork regarding that. No, I mean, this is living hell that I've been through, and it's never ended. It's never ended. You know, it still hasn't ended. This was from the director of psychological health, because I had just had a horrible miscarriage, and you know, I'm trying to tell these people that I'm being harassed to death and stuff, and so I think I saw somebody there, and you know, was trying to get help. Basically, nobody's helping me. Like, it's ridiculous. Um, okay. Yeah, they tried to. Oh yeah, here's the death threats that I have on my phone when I tried to file these lawsuits. This was the CIA or the Masons with the CIA harassing me. And this is what I had brought to the FBI in Minneapolis here, and the FBI in South Dakota, and they did absolutely nothing to help me in any way. They are complicit with the deep state. The FBI is complicit. I had literal death threats for filing these lawsuits, and for even doing these videos. Just literal, like, you won't see it coming. They're gonna take you down. You know, basically just, you know, we're coming to kill you. Is basically what they were saying. You know, when I started filing these, I was getting all these death threats. Oh yeah. This is true. I mean, this is real paperwork, and this is a real lawsuit that you can look up in Arizona. The case number is CV 17 1129 PHX DJH. Okay, so CV 17 1129 PHX D. Okay, so again, you can feel free to look up this lawsuit. It's right here, the number. Okay. And this is the evidence that I first filed in April 14th, 2011, 10:32 a.m. to Thomas Adkins, who was the National Guard liaison to the governor's office, who at the time was Jan Brewer. Okay. I reported that I believe there is millions of dollars of fraud, waste, and abuse going on here. Okay, so, you know, just go ahead and take pictures of it. I mean, you know, I was just, you know, I mean, we were in living hell there, like literally living hell. There were girls getting raped, you know, so I had mentioned that too. There was a girl that got raped, and then they sent her off to a different area instead of doing anything to the guy. You know, I mean, you know, we were AGR, like, I mean, that's our full-time job, you know, like that was our full-time job, to be admin NCOs for these people. And you know, we were in living hell. Like, I can't even tell you how living hell this space was. So it got to the point where we were scared to even go to work. Okay. Okay, so Yeah, I mentioned. Yeah, there's also rape, fraud, waste, and abuse of government funds. They're falsifying federal documents, abuse of troops, that kind of thing. Well, I was an admin NCO, and I had worked there for a total of 6 years because I had been. So I got out to Arizona in 2006, and then I immediately got on that border mission for like a year and a half, building that fence, their first fence, and I became like really good at welding, for like a year and a half, and I was admin part of the time, and then I was a welder part of the time, and so I was in full time through 2011, until this happened, and I had worked in supply, I'd worked in as a technician for the tool supply for the guys who worked with Humvees, the technician in the tool room, all kinds of different things. So I had been there for a good amount of time, and I had seen a lot of stuff, and it was just, and it was like, it was during that time where I took this job and I just put up with it because it was such a bad economy that I was afraid to try to get any kind of job anywhere else, and I was still running my other business too, but I had help. I had helpers that were helping me run the business at the time when I was doing this. So anyway, I was just trying to juggle because I always like to have like different incomes, various different incomes coming in and stuff like that. I was so because the economy was so bad at the time. So anyway, I wanted to show you this tonight. Believe me, I have more that I have so much evidence of what has happened to me that I'm just letting everybody know right now, really what's going on, and really, I guess I just want people to know the truth of who our government really is, and what they have this targeting program is real. It's totally crimes against humanity. The courts don't even work. What more do you have to do to prove to get a brake light crime dismissed? I fixed the brake light right away, dude. Oh, but you're not going to dismiss the charge? That should have never been a charge to begin with. These people are complete ass souls. Okay, I'll say that word again. I think it's funny. But they're beyond that though. They're pure evil. Okay, this is not okay. This should never happen to anybody, let alone a veteran that just uncovered a legitimate crime. This is I uncovered a legitimate crime. I can prove that I'm a legitimate person, a legitimate veteran, a legitimate whistleblower. And you have proven that you are nothing but corrupt officials and corrupt judges and corrupt police illegally coming after me, putting me on an illegal program. And I am going to continue to expose you because you are the criminals. I am not. And none of us are. Our government are the criminals. And so I'm trying to get people to wake up. There's no fighting. You can't fight anything in court. What more do I have to do? I file, I proved that the brake light was fixed right away. I proved, with a certified letter, with a tracking number, that I had filed a motion to file, because the guy at the Ridgedale court, there was a guy said, don't do an appeal. It's probably better to file something called a motion for dismissal, is what he said. He said it's better to just completely have it dismissed instead of appeal it. So he's the one who recommended that to me. It was like an attorney that was there at the time at the Ridgedale court, and so that's what I filed, and the court gave me the paperwork, and I just filled it out, and I filed it, and I sent it with a tracking number, and the court never documented that they even received it. So the courts, the administration, the whole thing is not working. All the way, like it's tore up from the floor up. That's whatever saying you need to use. It's tore up from the floor up. The police, the courts, the administration, everything. It is a complete mess here right now. So, the only thing that the thing that needs to happen is just these people need to be arrested. I just don't think there's any other answer, because they've committed treason and crimes against all of us. And so I really don't think there's any other solution. They're not going to just be like, oh, we're bad, and be like, oh, okay, yeah, sorry, I mean, this has gone on since 2012 for me. They're not going to change. They have to be convicted of the crimes they've committed against us. And so I really don't see any other solution other than me just exposing them and them getting convicted in a military court or whatever. I just don't, because there's no talking to these people. I've tried to talk to the police. I've tried to be nice to them. I've tried to. It doesn't matter like how I act. I'm on some kind of list. It doesn't matter if I'm nice, I'm rude, I'm. You have to just protect yourself, because they put people, certainly the people in the Davidic bloodline are on this list. And then it has to do with, like, if you're a dissident or a whistleblower or activist or something, that you get on this list. Or it could be somebody in your own family that's associated with the Illuminati or the CIA. They can put you on this list. Anybody can be put on this list. And I'm just letting you know before it gets any worse. How bad it has been for me. Okay. Believe me, I've got way more.